right, hello all you night readers. It's good to see everybody here. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah, it's good to be here. Yes, that it is. So, whoa, look at everybody here already. Rita and JK and Neelam and PT, it's always good. Selena, Yvonne, Yahoo, Nav, Lisa. Good to have you all here. All right, let's get started, right? Let's get started. So welcome to Tarot Days and Nights on Freebie Friday. Don't forget, you have to be a follower of me on Instagram to receive your Freebie Friday videos and have those questions answered for Freebie Friday. So make sure you take a stop over there after the show's over, in between my show, during that intermission between my show and MPT's show. You can stop over there and check that out. Check out Instagram. If you can't find it, if you can't find my Instagram, then all you have to do is go to my website, www.KnightReaderTarot.com. KnightReaderTarot.com. All right. All right, get a good shuffle in here today. See what we get. All right. Nav, what's coming up in love for the week? For the week. All right, let's see what we get here. Let us see. Hey, Ritu, good to see you as well. Good to have everybody here. It's always nice. Always nice to have a crowd. So, Nav, what's coming up in love? I think whatever it is that's happening in love for you over the next week seems to be very fair. Seems to be very fair to you. If you see, it's going to feel like it's really okay, right? It's okay. It's just okay with you. It's not bad. It's not wonderful. It's okay. It seems like, all right, well, that's what you expect, right? That's how this kind of seems like it looks to me is, well, you know what? This is what I should have expected to happen. Now, the Eight of Swords, of course, starts off the reading and telling me that you feel like you're stuck in a rut. You're in a spot where you just don't feel good about stuff. You don't feel good about where you are or what's going on. Not, I mean, just where you are in your headspace, not where you are that, like living or anything like that. I just feel like you're not right. Your head is not in the right space for a relationship or a love at this point, or any of that kind of stuff right now. I think that's how you really feel. This is how you feel, right? This is you, the beautiful woman on the outside, but this is how you feel on the inside, right? So I do think that's the case, but I feel like there is somebody who is very stable in your life. They're there all the time. You can call them. You can get in contact with them at any time when you need to talk and when you need to feel better about things. And I think that is the person that you need to rely on for this week. Because I just think there's a lot of things, like I said, I don't see where you're in the right headspace for things to go great in love right now. And I think you are just carrying such a heavy load that it's only going to make it more difficult if you try to add something else to it. Right? If you add and add and add, it's just going to weigh down more and more and more. My voice sounds weird today. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, how's that? I hope that's better. I hope that is working better. Now you probably can't hear me, right? There you go. How's that better? That should be a lot better, I think. All right. So anyhow, yeah, I think you don't want to be weighed down anymore by throwing love on top of it right now. I just think this is not the time to do it. I don't think this is the week to do that. I think you just have to be, I think you have to keep being dependable. I think you just have to keep being realistic about things right now, right? And again, I think you need to consult someone you really trust, right? That trusted advisor that you have here in the Emperor, who is going to help you feel secure, right? They are the ones who make you feel like they'll help you get things in order, okay? They're going to help you get those things in order, and that's really what you want to do. So, yeah, I would definitely be willing to say that love in the next week is probably not your best idea. All right, Nav? I'm sorry to say that, and I hate to, just kind of shrug it off like that. It's not, it's not something you shrug off, right? But that is what I see in the cards. Let's put it that way. I can only tell you what I read. I can only tell you what I feel when I see them. And that is what I feel. So, Selena, what's going on? Why do I keep hearing this song? I've been hearing songs for 3 days. Don't worry. Why do I keep hearing this song that remind me of my boyfriend? And does he hear them too? Because he won't tell me. And I don't know why. You don't know why he won't tell you. All right, so let me see what we get here. Let us see what we get. All right. Why do you keep getting these songs stuck in your head? Actually, it's not these songs. It's one. Are you telling me it's one particular song? This is just one song that is driving you crazy and making you think of him? Or is this like every song that you hear, all the different songs, no matter what it is, it reminds you of him? Or do you guys have like one super special song that, people say, oh, that's my song, right? And that turns out to be their wedding song or something, ending, eventually, if they get married. So I think, I just think that it's two songs. Okay, so it's two songs that keep playing over and over, and you keep hearing them at different times, but every time you hear them, they remind you of your boyfriend. Does he hear them? I think it's something new. I think it has, I think obviously this is something completely new. It hasn't been going on for a long time. And I think it's very innocent. Now, if you're hearing them, I just think it's because, you're just really tuned in, right? It's like the dial on a radio. I know. Do you remember radios? Do you remember radios back in the day? I don't know. But yeah, I do. I know that. I can raise my hand. I remember radios. You used to tune the dial, right? You used to get radio stations. And if the dial was off just a little tiny bit, you'd get a little static and the station wouldn't come in clear. But if you dialed it just right, that station would come in very clear and you would get great sound. It would sound wonderful to you. And that would be, that clarity, right? It would be very clear. I think that you are tuned in very clearly to these two songs. So every time they come on the radio, and apparently whatever it is you're listening to happens to be playing these two songs a lot lately. They have made their playlist, obviously. I think that they are just, I just think it happens to be two songs. I don't think there's really anything behind it. I mean, if your boyfriend is with you and they come on and you hear them, then I think he's hearing them. He has to be hearing them, at least to a point, right? He may not be paying attention like you are. You are hyper focused on it. It's all they have to do with your relationship. You're thinking back, right? You're really thinking back, and I think that's a wonderful thing to do. But it's just a matter of, that's the thing. If you're constantly thinking, to where this relationship has been, and if things are, if you're having a little bit of a problem right this minute, I think that's why you're really tuned into these songs, because they remind you of a time when you were very happy, and they remind you of a time when, when things were going great. And that's why you keep hearing them. Now, if these are just songs that pop into your head and they're not playing out in public with people, then it's only you that hears them. It's only you that's got these songs in your head for the same reasons, though. For the exact same reason, as I said, you are being very nostalgic. If things are not going exactly right in the relationship right now, then I believe that's the reason you're hearing them. And I think that is why you're getting what you're getting, right? You just want to feel like it felt back when you first heard those songs together. I hope that makes sense to you, Selena. So I saw somebody ask, is Modern Priscilla Tarot, is she a tarot reader too? Of course she is. She is the tarot reader. She is very good. If I have tarot questions, she is the person I go to. She would be my go-to person for tarot questions. For me personally, for you guys, I hope it's both of us, because we both have, of course, different. Every tarot reader has a different take on cards, right? They all have different takes. She and I have a little different take on some of the cards, and that's okay. That's what makes tarot so great. But yeah, she is very good at tarot reading, and she has a show right after mine. My show ends at 12:30 Eastern time, and her show starts a half hour after mine. So if you're watching my show, you get a half hour intermission, and then you go over to her show. Her show is on YouTube. It's only on YouTube. So keep that in mind. You do have to, if you want to see her show, you do have to be a subscriber, or you do have to go to have a YouTube account at least, and then find her, Modern Priscilla Tarot, and she will, and then you'll be able to subscribe to her, just like you subscribe to me. Make sure you get her notifications so you can see all the different things she's doing. She's doing some great stuff. She does pop-up videos. All of a sudden, she'll just show up online, and she's live, and she's doing readings. Craziness, I know. She's also doing a wonderful series right now called Relationship Warriors. And I believe there is some other stuff coming very soon. There are some other things coming very soon on her YouTube channel, so I would get over there in between shows for sure, and make sure that you are subscribed to her. That does not mean don't subscribe to me. Please, please don't unsubscribe from me. We both have good shows. She and I work together very well, and that is why I can say without a doubt that you guys, if you enjoy my show, you would enjoy her show. Because we have both put in a lot of hard work and a lot of time into getting our shows right where we want them, I believe. And we improve on them all the time. So Elise, here we go. I think things are a bit, I think you got a lot on your plate, right? You have that lot of stuff right now on your plate. And the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles shows you that, right? You have lots of things that you're juggling. You're not, and it's not easy to do this. It can't be easy. He's already dropped a ring, right? He's already dropped one of the rings. So yeah, he's only juggling 3 now, which is good. He's got them up there balancing. He's trying to balance them, right? But remember, you have a lot of support. There's always a lot of support for you. I think you are right now kind of emotionally fragile. I know that's not normal for you. That's really not normal for you. You're very compassionate, right? You're very romantic. You are that kind of person. But right now, I think with all the things going on and all the extra things that are going on in your life, I think I think you have just got this feeling like, out of nowhere, you just want to cry, right? You just kind of want to cry out of nowhere. And, it's sad. It's unfortunate because you're sad, right? You've been hurt. You have been hurt and you've had too much of things, and now you have to walk away. You got to just start over. You got to get away from these things that are hurting you. You need to get the security of your life back. You need things to go back to being stable in your family, in your little family of 3, and in the whole family, the whole big Facebook Farrell family. I think you really do need that security and stability. I think family members are looking to you right now because they're, trying to help another family member out. I think they're trying to take the load off of another family member right now. So, and you're trying to pick up the slack for them. But I also believe that there is someone else who is of authority in the family. That'd be somebody above you, probably your mom or your dad, right? So I think they are helping. I think they want to help as well. They want to take some off of your plate. Got to be strong. You just have to keep being strong. That's the only way that you're ever, you and everyone else is ever going to get through the situations you're going through. All right, Lise, that's what I see for you. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. Rita says, how are you, Rita? It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. Will you be in a relationship with Mohit ever? We'll worry about the end of it if we find out if there's an ever. And I'll throw some cards around for you. Wonderful shuffling technique I'm doing here. let's see what we get here for you. Let us see. I'm sorry, I was reading chat while I was shuffling and dealing. Trying to keep up with what is happening. All right, so will you be in a relationship with Mohit ever? Ever? Ever is a long time, isn't it? I think, I got to tell you, honestly, I think Mohit has kind of walked away from everything. He's kind of turned his back and pushed himself, and kind of gone away. You're putting a lot of effort. You're putting a lot of effort into having this relationship with him. And it just, I see a lot of backs here, right? You see, they've all got their back turned. This person's got their back turned. They're all moving away from you. This is, a lot of times this is a relationship going away and not able to look back, not coming back, not anything, not really going to be there anymore. This is all about friendship. The Three of Cups is all about friends. So I think, even, relationship, maybe not, but even the friendship looks like it's moving away right now. At least for the purposes of this reading. That's what I feel. So I think you have to make a decision, right? You got to decide between two different things. I don't think, I don't think you have to, anybody has to show it to you. I don't think they have to spell it out to you. I think you know what that decision is. I think you know what the two choices are, at least. Let me put it that way. I don't think you know the decision yet. But I do think you know what the two choices are. And whichever way you go, there's no wrong choice. It just seems like one way, if you go one way, you may be wasting a lot of time and energy. And if you go the other way, you may feel better at things eventually, right? It's going to take time. And that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of sadness. You're afraid of things not, you're afraid of the chance of losing this relationship with Mohit. That's not even really a relationship yet. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever been a relationship. I just think it's something that you really wanted to be a relationship. And well, hey, you know what? A lot of people want a lot of different things for relationships, but it does not always work to the best. So it is something that you need to think about. It's something that you really want to consider. And like I said, then you have to make a decision. Choose one way or the other way. But whichever way you choose, it's going to be right for you. That's going to be the right decision for you. So that's all I can tell you about that, because that's exactly how I feel about it. All right, Rita. That is Steffi. Steffi. How are you? How's it going? You would love a reading for the coming week. Please and thank you. That's nice. Such manners, Steffi. All right, give me a second here. Okay. All right, I'm just looking really fast at some things here. Okay. So, reading for the upcoming week. Okay. What's going to happen this week? This week is going to be I think you're going to have some great ideas, but it's going to be very slow. It's going to feel like it drags on forever. It's just going to be there forever and ever. But, okay, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think it's, you have a lot of things new to start. I think you want to start some new projects, or a new project at least. And I think you want it to be good. So yeah, is it going to be slow this week? Yes, because you're doing a lot of thinking and you're doing a lot of figuring out how to come up with this new idea, this new potential adventure, right? The whole new thing. So yeah, it takes a while to get things started. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you just jump in full tilt and you're gone. But this, I don't know. It just seems like things are going to take a little while to get started. I think that gives you a bit of anxiety, right? It makes you a little bit anxious. It makes you like, okay, I really want to get this going. So hurry up. And it makes you, it keeps your mind very overactive. And an overactive mind does not lead to very good sleep. That is for sure. I can tell you that. If things are going on in your mind 100 miles an hour and you try to go to sleep, well, it just doesn't happen. I do think that whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever it is you end up doing, I think you should have a lot of confidence in it. And I think you will be successful doing it. And I think you're going to be successful because you have a lot of support. This is probably the best six of wands or rods that I've ever seen that shows the most support that you get. Because you really are, support is to me, this is the best card to show support instead of showing all the other things that it really means. I mean, this card means it means victory. It means success. It means being recognized for something that you did, right? But to me, the big part of it is the support. Without the support, you wouldn't get all those things. So again, you have to make a decision. What do you want to do? Do you really want to start this project and maybe it's not so great? Or do you want to take the time that it's going to really take to get it and figure it out and get it figured out right and do a great job at it? You have to make a choice to move forward, right? You have to make a choice. You got to take a sword. You got to do that to move forward. So that's the only way out. Okay, that's what I see for you, Steffi. Thanks. Thank you. Yvonne, can you have a reading? Shuffle them up here and see what we get. All right. So, Yvonne, what's going on? What do we got going for you? So I think your generosity is really coming through, right? I think the whole idea of you trying to give to everybody and trying to give of yourself to everyone is showing. I think everyone sees it, but I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's good for you. You know, generosity is usually great for somebody, right? But not, not if you give until it hurts. Not if you keep giving until it's really bad. You know, here you're looking for your future, right? You're looking what's going to happen in the future. And here you see what's coming in the future. Oh, okay, look, these boats. These ships are coming. What's on those ships, right? What is on them? Something good for you. The problem is you only have a short amount of time. You're running out of time. You need to know what's going on, and you need to, things need to hurry up. You look into your future, though, and that's, because you are looking in that direction, you're searching. You can see she's got her hand up to her head. She's blocking out the sun so she can see further. I just think you need to change the way you're looking at it. I think looking towards the future is great. I just think you have to look at it in a different way. Right? I think you'll have a different outlook if you think about all the good things that could be coming your way. You just have to have understanding, right? You just have to do things one thing at a time. Don't try to do 10 different things all together. Just do one thing at a time and be patient with it. Slow down. Take your time. Things will be okay. But that's what you have to do, because otherwise you're just going to get overwhelmed, because you're giving. Giving is nice, but giving until it hurts is not nice. And I think that's where you're at right now. You're giving so much that it's hurting. So, something to keep in mind. Definitely something to keep in mind. All right. So, Natasha Jane, can I have a reading, please? Or can I please have a reading? You say tomato, I say tomato. All right, so let's see what we got for you. Let us see. The Emperor has a lot to say today. He has been everywhere. The Emperor has been in a lot of readings. I think you are really sad about the loss of something, right? You have lost something that you wanted. You've lost something that you thought you had. And the reason you lost it is because, and I don't know if you can see this or not, I'll try and hold it up here so you can, is, everything is flowing out of those bowls. All the emotion is just being sucked right out of you. For a long time, I looked at this card and I thought for a long time this was like a snake kind of going up and above and around the ground and coming around and wrapping around her leg. But it's not. But I do see that's the problem. You feel lost. You feel like you have not, that you've just been at a loss of something. Things are not good. all your emotions are just being sucked out. And I think you're looking back, and I really think you're, trying to think of memories when this hasn't been the case. Because it seems like, just from this here, it looks like that has been the case for a while. Right? It seems like that's been a case for a long while. I think there's movement coming your way, right? I think you're on the move. I think you're doing something that's going to get you going. It's really going to get you going. And I think your life needs to come to a turning point. I think it needs to go through a change right now. You're in you are in such a bad cycle that it's time to move forward. It's time to move instead of just being in one place. And again, that shows the movement here. This tells me all about the changing and being in a bad cycle. I think you're going to find I think you need to find somebody who's a little bit older than you are. Someone who is very stable and very secure in their own lives so that they can make your life stable and secure. And if they do that, it's going to bring some structure. It's going to bring that order back to your life. You have to look really deep into somebody. You're going to have to use your intuition to look extremely deep into someone before you make any type of commitments, before you take anything to another step. Because I definitely don't think that's not you. That's not what you want to do. It's not the way you are. I don't believe so. Nope. So that's what I see. I do see that you're on the move, though, and I think something's going on that you're going to, move forward. You're going to have some forward movement. All right. So that is what I see for you. All right. Hey, Ritu, what's going on with you? Ritu asks, read for my love life. Aditya? Oh, no. All right. Well, does he like you? Is he missing you? Yeah. Okay. And then that other thing over here. This thing here. And does he miss you and like you? Huh. I think if there was this thing over here, then he had to have liked you at least a little bit, right? He had to have liked you. I think you guys throw some of these questions out there like that just to see me blush. If you could see me now, my ears are beet red. All right. Whew. All right. Your love life for Aditya. His sexual feelings towards you. Does he like you? And is he missing you? I think that he is emotionally fragile right now. I think something happened between the two of you. I really do. I believe that there was something that went on, and you guys, I wouldn't say that you had a falling out, but I would say that there was an issue going on that made it so you stopped seeing each other for a while, at least for a little while. And I think it all had to do with this, right there, right? I think you guys had a very special evening, and then all of a sudden it got weird. It got really weird for some strange reason. And now you want to get that back. You want to get that feeling back, right? You want that happiness. You want to get kindness and stuff back, and you're willing to give. You're willing to give of yourself to get that back. But I think right now he is feeling very isolated. I think he feels all like he's all alone. And unfortunately, I just think that you're giving him that feeling. I don't think you mean to. I don't think you mean to give him that feeling, but yeah, he is feeling alone. He feels like you don't want him back. He feels like you don't want any more now from him. And this is a real struggle for him. I think he's really, really struggling with this. I think you need to get in touch with him, right? Because yes, my answer is yes, he likes you. Yes, he is missing you. I think if you get in touch with him, it's going to change his whole attitude. He's going to go from this sadness here to this super happy guy. And I think, again, you have all of that support to do this, to move forward with him. It's just a matter of, I think you're going to have to take the initiative a little bit, because he just feels like you don't. He thinks if he gets in touch with you, you're not going to answer the phone. You're not going to reply to his text message or his email or anything else. He thinks that you have abandoned him for some strange reason. He feels like you have completely abandoned him. So I really think that if you make an effort to get in touch with him, and again, you have a lot of support to do this, I think he will feel much, much better, and he will be showing up for you again. And the two of you will be giving each other special gifts. Yeah. All right, Ritu? Thank you. Thank you very much for your question. So, Nishta, it's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Do I have? Oh, you're asking. I see. Never mind. Just a general reading. Oh, a health reading. Okay. You'd like a reading on health. All right, Nishta, let's see what we got going on for your health. Don't forget, folks, I know a lot of other Facebook, especially on Facebook, a lot of other readers just do like 1 card or 2 card readings. And you just ask for, a lot of times, oh, let me have a card, or, just a general reading, because that's all you think you're going to get. It's not like that here. The Night Reader Tarot Show, Tarot Days and Nights, as it's called, I do full readings for everybody. It's just it's a full reading. I try to explain things the best I can, and you can ask your specific questions. You do not have to ask just for general readings if you have something specific, right? Because I do see Nishta where you asked for a reading, please, and then NPT asked you for something special and you said health. So yeah, you could have absolutely just said, can I have a health reading in the beginning? And because I'll gladly do that for you. So I get the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups back to back. You go from the 3 to the 4. The 3 is all about friends and loved ones and stuff like that. And then I see them kind of moving away. I see friends that are kind of moving away right now. And that's making me very sad. That sadness, of course, will lead to depression. And if you're looking for health issues, if you're looking for a reading about health, depression is going to cause not only mental issues, but it is going to, it's definitely going to lead to physical issues. All right, so keep that in mind. I do see that you can get past this, though. You can move past this for sure. I think you will, I think you have the confidence to get better, to be better. I think you have, you have a lot of support here, and getting better is going to be part of that. I think your health is suffering, though, right now because of, I think the health is suffering because of a broken heart. I think it's because you are feeling sad. You're feeling that depression. You're feeling that frustration because you've lost someone that you loved. And I believe that again is causing all kinds of physical, the mental part of it is causing physical manifestations of bad health. It's very easy to do. It happens. The best way that I think your health is going to get better, again, is to move forward. You're going to have to move on from this sadness. That's the only thing I can tell you, Nishta. All right? So please, see what happens. Try your best, and we'll get you to move forward. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. All right, Ross. Where are you? Your reading. My readings are very accurate and intuitively thorough through the images on the maps. Yeah. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You donated, I saw somewhere. There it is. I was going to say, wait, I know a donation came in from you. There's the question. So, what talent could I work to be happier professionally? That's a good question. That's a really good one. So, first off, thank you so much for your donation. I truly appreciate your generosity, Ross. Always. I do. I'm glad you enjoy my readings, and I am glad that you enjoy the whole show. Right? You always come in, you always hang out for the whole show, and it's always nice. So, what can you do to be happier? What talent can you work on to be happier at your profession or professionally? This is very conflicting right here at the end, I'll tell you that. Just looking. Boy. Wow. This is the most conflicting reading I've ever seen. It really is. I've got bookends of horrible, terrible, miserable things. A breakup, a heartache, pain and suffering, and moving forward, moving on, going away and starting over. And then this end I have being completely emotionally detached from things and being cold and distant. I don't know, that's terrible. Those are not good talents, I gotta tell you. Now, I honestly, I have no idea why the 3 of Swords showed up in this reading. And maybe as I'm reading along, it'll come to me. But I don't feel it right now. I will tell you this. The 3 of Pentacles tells me that one of the best things you can do to be happier professionally is to be able to work together as a team, cooperating on things, coming up with plans ahead of time, right? Pre-planning. Pre-planning is the key to success. And that is a talent that everybody should work on to be happier professionally. So I think that's a big deal, right? So that's the number one thing. That is the number one thing to do. The number one. Number two, I think that you got the Lovers and the Knight of Cups right next to each other. It's all about emotions. It's all about, and that's the thing. I get two cards that are all about love and emotion and doing wonderful connected things, right? Connected work, loving your job, loving what you're doing and all that. And then I get this coldness. I get this cold, distant person who is not emotional. So, if I take this card and this card out, it tells me a lot. I truly think that you have to do a job. Something else you can do. I wouldn't say it's a talent. I just think it's an experience. I think it's something you have to do to be happier professionally, is to do a job that you truly love. If you don't love doing your job, first off, if you love doing your job, it's not a job, right? It's just fun. It's a good time. If you enjoy it that much, just like I enjoy this, if you read my description, the first thing it says down there at the bottom in the description is, this is a labor of love for me. I absolutely love doing it, so it's not a burden. It doesn't bother me. I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. That's why. So what talents can you take from this? Help people. Make sure you're doing something that you love. Make sure you're doing something that you are very passionate, very passionate about. Something where you can use your imagination but not be stressed. Something where you can be calm. So I'm going to really tell you, I think the Queen of Swords is here just to tell me that, you have not had, things professionally have not always gone well. You have had some you've had some times in your professional life that have been kind of sad. They haven't gone well, and you just have felt really bad about them. And that's where the Three of Swords comes in, I think. The Three of Swords says that you have just walked away from those types of professions, those types of jobs. And, that's what you have to do. You have to walk away from something that's causing you stress. You have to walk away from something that's causing you pain. And that's what's going on. But the things I can tell you that you need to work on again is teamwork and cooperation. Make sure you love the job you do and be very emotional, feel emotionally good about it, be imaginative, and be in a job where you're calm, not stressed. Okay? That's what I see for you. That's what I get for you, Ross. Thank you so much. Again, thanks for your donation. Chris Stacks, where is your question? You donated as well, and I really do. Again, I appreciate your generosity as well. So I'm looking. There it is. There is your question. Let's see what we get. All right. A lot of psychics keep telling you that you have a speaking gift and you're not sure what it is. Can I please help you figure out what it is? So you have a speaking gift, like you are a great orator, like you can give speeches or stand up in front of groups of people and talk. Is that what they're trying to tell you? or you just don't really know what they're talking about. Oh, special. Huh. Okay. That's not quite what I'm reading, but all right. Sorry. Whoopsies. Oops. No problem. Got it. I got it. All right. So that's fine. All right. So a lot of psychics keep telling you that you have a special gift and you want to know what that is. All right. Well, then let's get that figured out. A speaking gift. I was going to say, well, that's interesting. Yeah, those rotten phones. Rotten phones. I'd say autocorrect is wonderful once in a while and horrible a lot of times. What is your gift? Your special gift? Wow. It's nice to be told you have a special gift, number one. I would say that. But they should tell you what it is when they tell you that. I think you've been working. I believe you have been thinking about this for a while. I think you've been taking time on your own to try to figure out exactly what they mean, all by yourself. Right? You've asked several psychics. They've all said to you, oh, you have a very special gift. And then you're like, okay, well, what is it? Well, they're not going to tell you. They didn't tell you. I think your special gifts start off with your confidence. I think, and is that a gift? Well, yeah, confidence is a gift. It is a gift because not everybody has it. That's for sure, number one. And number two, there's a lot more people who don't than do have confidence. So is it special? Yeah, it's a gift. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a very special gift. I think your special gift is a spiritual gift, right? I think it comes through spiritual knowledge. I think it comes through an understanding of spiritual traditions. Do you study anything that, about spirituality or, doing something spiritual or moving in that direction even? Because I think this spiritual gift that you have has to do with being very emotionally balanced. I think it has a lot to do with you counseling other people. I think you use your good-natured abilities. I think you use the spirituality of it. And I think your gift is to help other people by counseling them. I don't know that you're going to be a licensed counselor. I don't think you're going, I don't know if you're going to be accredited like Charlie Bear is going to end up being. But I think that you are going to, I still think, just like me, I have no degree in tarot reading. There is no degree in tarot reading. I don't have any, formal training at all. But you know what? You still can learn to do these things. And if you have a gift that goes on about it, right? If there's a gift that is behind it, it just makes that gift much more special and much more and much stronger, right? So it's going to be a very strong gift. I think you're going to feel really good about what you're doing when you help people, just like I do. I mean, it's just like, honestly, it's just like me. Yes, Chris, right? It's just like me, Chris. I think, I enjoy every time I help someone, I feel good about it. And I think that's exactly the same thing you're going to end up getting. You're going to get that same feeling. There you go. You used to study religion and then spirituality, and you like astrology. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is just almost exactly what I just said. Again, I think it's all about helping others, counseling other people. The King of Pentacles is telling me that you are, again, it tells me all about being a consultant. It means, people are going to consult you for help, right? And you will always be able to turn back to that spiritual training and that spiritual learning that you had. When you studied religion, when you studied spirituality, now you're just going to work on studying something a little different, and it's going to help you work with people to make them feel better, to make them, to get them on the right path. It's all got to do with listening. It's all got to do with really hearing. You can hear, I should say the other way around. You can hear what somebody is asking you, but when you really can feel what they're asking and you can read into what they're asking you, you're going to get a much better feel for their question. And that's something I've learned just over the past few months that I've been doing this show. The more I can understand the question, the better and deeper I understand the question, the much better and more accurate of a reading you would get. And I think that's the same thing. So I really think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what your special gift is. I think it's all about the spirituality that you used to study. And I think it's all going to be used to help counsel and have people come to you to consult. So instead of you going to a lot of psychics, I think a lot of psychics are going to come to you. That's for sure. All right, Ross, I saw you send another payment. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That makes a lot of sense for you, Chris. Thank you for affirming that, because that's really what I felt. That is really what I felt for you. That is it's important to be able to help people. Excuse me. Yeah. I just wish those other psychics hadn't wasted your time and money by telling you, no, yeah, you got a special gift, but we're not going to tell you what it is. Boy, that's really not nice. That's not very nice. All right, so we are done with the free part of the show. We are at donations only by this point, and Ross did donate. I'm just waiting on a question. And I know he's typing frantically. Or she's typing frantically. There we go. Could I succeed in developing professionally in the art that is my passion, or something else? In what field? Okay. All right. So I will continue to do readings for donations at this point. Otherwise, I've done my last reading already for the regular show. And I will be back again at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And we also do have Freebie Friday on Instagram. Don't forget, if you go over to my Instagram page and subscribe to me on Instagram, whatever you do, follow, or I don't know. I am so social media savvy. I need someone to run my social media for me. Anybody interested in doing that, contact me. I will hook you up with everything you ever needed to do it. Usernames, passwords, whatever you want. I don't care. Money, we'll throw money in it too. All right, so Ross. Here's what we get. What else can we do? Should we develop professionally in the art that is your passion? I think that art would make you feel really good. I think it would make you feel wonderful. Not just on the outside, but deep inside. And who doesn't want to have that, right? I think you would be able to achieve great things. I think you would be very successful at it. It would make you feel satisfied, right? It'd be very satisfying. You're doing something that you love. Again, you've got the King of Pentacles out there. King of Pentacles, I just had that in Chris's reading. The King of Pentacles is telling me that you are, you want to do something that's going to help you provide for your family. And I think you would have business success developing that professionally. I really do. I feel you would have business success. I think this would be very good for you because you are, you like to study. You are a scholar, and you can use your imagination. You can use your romantic side when it comes to this art. You can use those emotions. So keep that in mind. I just think someone has told you in the past. I think at some point in your past, someone said to you that, oh, you know what, you'll never make it in the art field. And you might like doing it, but it's just never going to be. You're just never going to make it in art. And so you have been hurt, right? You can see where this person's been hurt before. And I think that's how it is. I think you've been hurt and now you are, protecting yourself from getting hurt again. And that's why you haven't done this. That's why you have not pursued this profession. I just think you need to take some time to yourself. I don't know if you have a partner or not a partner in your life or whatever. And if you do, I hope they're very supportive of you and your dream and your feelings here with this. But I think you need to take time on your own. I think you need to take some time definitely by yourself, kind of, almost isolate yourself, not completely, you don't want to shut yourself off from the world and, have your hair down to your feet. And, in my case, have a beard down to my belly button. But you do want to take some time for yourself and just work on this art. I think you'll find maybe in the beginning it won't be your very best work. It may not be. The very first one you do may not be your best work. If you go back and watch my very first readings, they are not my best work. That is for sure. They're funny, but they're not my best work. But I think if you work on this for a little while and really pursue it, I think you're going to get, I think you're good now. I really do think you're good. I just don't think you see it. But I think that it's going to get better and better, and people are really going to take notice. They're going to take notice of it. And so, yes, I am absolutely going to tell you my opinion is, and remember, of course, all my readings are entertainment only. I do have to tell you that because I don't want you to make some decision in your life based on a reading that I've done and have it backfire on you. I would never want that to happen. But my opinion on this is I believe you could absolutely succeed in developing your art and being very, very successful at it. You've been doing this a long time, right? Look at, he's an old man, right? He's been doing this a long time, and I think you could be doing this for a long time too. All right? That is what I get for you. again, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that very much. Your generosity, I do appreciate. It really helps this show. So, all right. I do not see any other donations coming through. I will take another look real fast. Oh, you know what? I do have another donation, don't I? Do I? Yes. This was, yeah, I do. All right, now I have to figure out who this is. Whoever it is, it has the initials AN on PayPal. Yeah, see, Ross, you've been doing art for a very, very long time. I'm glad you enjoy my channel. Thank you. All right, so somebody else donated. Was it you, Charlie Bear? Charlie Bear, you donated. Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Now I got to find your question. I know you love helping people. There we go. There it is. So, your boss in financial services job is selling a dream that I will be rewarded for hard work. Should I put the effort in, or is she feeding me a line? Let me tell you, Charlie Bear. I have such strong opinions, very strong personal opinions about this. And I will not put them into this reading. I promise you that. All right. I do appreciate your donation, of course, and I do appreciate your generosity always. That's always very nice. It's very nice of you to donate. Someday we will. So, is this really him or her that's asking the question? I know there's two of you, and I don't know if both of you are ever here. And I'm not sure if I'm ever talking about the same person. I don't know if I'm ever talking to Mr. Charlie Bear or the soon-to-be Mrs. Charlie Bear. So if you could just give me that little bit of insight, I would appreciate that. Millie, we'll see you over at Modern Priscilla Tarot Show. Awesome. All right, so. All right, so Charlie Bear, is this Mr. Charlie Bear or is this soon to be Mrs. Charlie Bear? Girl with many talents. There you go. Well, isn't that great? That's what every man wants. A nice girl with many talents. So yeah, you've been in this game a long time. I was in that game a long time too, 32 years. Probably as old as you are. I started when I was very young and ended when I was very old. No, not very old. All right, so your financial services job is selling a dream that you will be rewarded for hard work. Should you put in the effort, or is she feeding you a line? All right. I believe, honestly, and this is only the cards talking, this is not me personally, I swear to you, no matter how I feel. The Five of Swords is all about mind games and winning at all costs, which would be your boss. Winning at all costs. Okay, got it, Anne-Marie. Awesome. I appreciate that. It's always nice to know, because I see your picture always, and I don't know which one of you it is that's here. That's cool. So that's the Five of Swords. I'm not making it up. I am not, lying about it. I am not putting personal interjection into it. Two things that come up very specifically about the Five of Swords are mind games and winning at all costs, and deception. Okay, keep that in mind. The Ten of Swords says someone gets hurt, right? You go from this conflict and mind games and deception, and it takes you, all it does is takes you to hurt and loss, and you have to move on and start over. Okay? Again, I'm basically just explaining cards here, and it's really kind of telling the story. I think you're very good at what you do. I think you can get past this because you have the talent and skills to do that. The Magician is all about that. It's all about having talent. It's all about mastering your craft. It's all about having confidence. The Nine of Swords. So we've got lots of swords, right? The 5, the 9, the 10. They're all out there. The Nine of Swords says this is very stressful to you, right? It's all about anxiety. It's all about sleeplessness. It's all about having nightmares. It's about your mind racing. And when your mind is racing, of course, that is not very conducive to good sleep. And if you don't sleep well, you get sick. So, I think, in closing, you have to be very flexible, right? I'm going with the Two of Pentacles here. And again, the Two of Pentacles is all about being flexible. It's all about doing many things at one time, right? Multitasking, basically. But I think that if you drop one little ring, even though you have support of other people around you, if you drop one ring, that balance is going to completely fall apart. And things will then not go the way you want them to. All right. So I think you need to figure out what the priority is and how that priority is going to work or not work for you. All right, Anne-Marie. So, again, I did not put any personal interjections into this. I just told you basically what the cards mean, and it really kind of told a story on its own. So, that's what I get for you. I appreciate your donation so much. I appreciate, you being generous by doing that. And that's what I see in the cards. All right. So, all right. See you later, Ross. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if you want that stress. That's what you said, not me. You said that. Remember, that's not me. You're afraid it will impact on your college. You're very welcome. That's how you feel. She has her goals of looking good and wants you on her side to do the dirty work. Remember, those are your words and not mine. I am not. Again, I will not put my personal feelings into this. But if you ever want to hear a little personal story about things, you send me an email. Go to my website. Send me an email, through the messages, and I will email you back my story of my financial career, or at least the very ending of it, the last 2 years. All right? If you want to hear an interesting story, that'll tell it all to you. I hope you guys all had a good day. I do not think I have any other donations. I'm checking. Nothing. Nope. All right. So thank you all for being here. I'll be back again at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We got Freebie Friday going on over at Instagram. And don't forget, Modern Priscilla Tarot has her show in, really, it's like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. So I'm sure she's got to go. So I will see you guys later. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for everything. Bye now.